Hey, what's up? This is George Shamoun. I want to welcome you to this live stream where I'm going to be going over how to learn HTML5, CSS3. And I want to answer your questions. If you have any questions, let me know. Um I've been making those live videos to help you use software and software as a service that I use myself. So let me know if you're on this live stream and you can hear me well. Sometimes the setup does not work. And submit your questions as long as they're related to the topic I'm going to be discussing. If you if you add any comments that's not appropriate, I'm going to have to remove it and block you. I don't have any other choices. So I want to welcome you, whether you're on this live stream or you are on a future replay. Thank you so much for joining. I do appreciate your time, and I will be happy if you can submit some questions so I can help you answer them. And I need your help in growing my channel. Make sure you subscribe to this channel because I want to grow it. And the more I grow it, the more I make videos, the more I'll be motivated to help you and answer your questions. So, uh, as you saw the title, it's about learning how to learn HTML5 CSS3. This is a very simple title. It's a straightforward, and this is what I want to be discussing. There's no other topics I want to be going over. Just how to learn HTML CSS. Now, if you have any other question related, I might be able to answer it, but let's keep it to this topic. If you're interested in learning how to use HTML5 and CSS3. We can talk about the code editing. We can talk about websites. We can talk about web pages. Coding, how to get started. What's the best way to learn that? I found out myself. Everybody may have different method of learning, which I understand, but I can share with you how I learned it myself, how I started, how I evolved, and what I do to keep learning, and how to find the resources, because there is no way that you can find information, you can remember information all the time. Sometimes you forget information, so you have to know where to look for them. This is very important. Where to look for the information and how to use the information. It's okay if you forget them. No, nobody can remember everything. No, learn how to search for the information. This is after you learn the basics. You have to learn the basics of HTML5, CSS3, and hence the code editor comes into play. You have to know how to use a code editor. This is what you use to manipulate the codes, to create code, to delete code, to change code, to edit code. Because without a code editor, you cannot do anything. So this is the software you use to manipulate the code. So if you're on this live stream, I want to thank you so much. Kason Beard, hi, welcome to the live stream. Thank you for joining. If you have any question related to learning HTML5, CS3, submit it in a comment, and so I can help you with some of the answers I may have. If it's beyond my knowledge, I'm gonna refer you to other resources. And make sure whoever is on this live stream, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so you'll be notified whenever I go live, and I'll make more videos like shorts and long form videos pre-recorded, like screencasting and screenshots about tutorials. So yeah. So if you're into learning, or you're interested to learn about how to code a web page using HTML5 and CSS3, let me know. And I can tell you what I use myself. I use Visual Studio Code. This is my favorite code editor, and most developer recommend it. And it's not difficult to use. You can learn it quickly, but initially when you look at the dashboard, it's intimidating, but use what you need. Do not go to different options and screens, because Visual Studio Code, you can use it for JavaScript, HTML5, CSS3. You can use it for Python. You can use it for PHP. It has a terminal command embedded with it. You can use it for Node.js, the back end for JavaScript. So you can use it for a lot of coding languages. And I think you can use it for C and C++. I'm not sure 100%. I have to look into this. But we're talking now about HTML5, CSS3 to make a web page, a simple web page, because there are other ways to get into web page making, coding, and editing. You can use existing design, like you can buy templates. This is what I do sometimes. You can buy a template and you can edit the template and see how it changes, on your computer, because you can use a Visual Studio Code has an extension which is called Live Server, and the Live Server will show you how your code looks like right away on your computer without having a website or a web hosting. Which I recommend, because myself, I have a website, I'm working on it, and it's important to know how to use a web hosting, a domain name, how to use the dashboard, the control panel, the H panel of a web hosting company. This is another level. But if you want to start on your local computer, you can use Visual Studio Code, and it can work on Windows computer, on Mac computer, on Linux computer. So there is no problem and it's for free. This is a great software. It's made by Microsoft, but it runs on all kinds of computers, and it's recommended by a lot of web developers and programmers. So uh, let me know if you have any questions, or so I can answer you about how to get started with coding, learning HTML5, CSS3. And I'm getting into JavaScript, but I don't want to talk about it because I don't know much about JavaScript. I know the basics, but I did not make any meaningful project. But HTML5, CSS3, I feel more comfortable working with it. So yeah, so let me know if you're on this live stream, and where you tuning in from. My name is George Shamoun, and I'm coming to you live from the U.S. state of South Dakota on this Sunday, December 29th, 2024, 12:33 my local time. And as we approach the end of the year, I want to recommend to myself and others who are listening to learn software and software as a service, because everything nowadays runs on software, and it's good to know. It doesn't matter what field you're in, but because I am in a technical field, I talk about this kind of softwares, and software as a service related to web page coding. And yeah, if you're on this live stream, let me know where you're tuning in from, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'll be hanging out for a few minutes to see if somebody have any question, and so I can answer. Yeah, code. Working on web pages and using HTML5, CS3. It's another level of technology if you want to get into the technical field. But this is geared toward web development. But you have other side of programming, like you can do uh, mobile app programming. That's something different. You can do uh, low level programming, like using C, C++, but I don't get into those because these are the real programming. This is why I'm starting with the HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript, and maybe, and I'm gonna be learning JavaScript, and then I'm gonna be getting into Python because I need to get in a front end and back end so I can do applications. So I want to see how it works, like the back end, the front end. If you only learn HTML5, CSS3, you will be exposed to the front end, but the back end, it's good to know how it works, like with databases and scripting languages like JavaScript and PHP. So yeah, you can if you want to make a website, you can start or a web page. You can start on your own computer first before you can move it to the your web hosting to make it live on the internet. Because first you can create a website, you can edit it on your computer using a Visual Studio Code editor, and then you can upload it to your website. So you can work on your computer first, see how it looks like, then you'll upload it. So this is how you make a website live on the internet. And to connect it on the internet, you have to have a domain name. Obviously, everybody knows that domain name, and you have to have a web hosting company. And some of the web hosting companies, they already have their own templates, like uh, Squarespace, Weebly, and Wix. Those have their own templates and editor and website builder. The one I'm using is Hostinger. Hostinger is a web hosting company, and they're a domain registrar, and you can use them for self-hosted website, like if you want to upload your own template, like HTML templates when you buy it from you know the digital markets like Theme Forest and Template Monster. uh, because if you're on Squarespace and Weebly and Wix, those have their own website builders, and they have their own themes and templates. Like, let's say, works Squarespace. If you get a Squarespace template, it's gonna work on Squarespace only. So you have to have a Squarespace website, or if you want to build one. It doesn't work on Squarespace templates. It's not gonna work except on Squarespace platform. Same thing with Shopify. If you get a Shopify template, it's gonna work on Shopify platform. So you're kind of limited unless you know exactly what you're looking for. If you're specific about a platform like Squarespace or Shopify or Weebly, then you look for those templates, and the way you can use the codes on their own platform. You can inject CSS in certain areas they allow. So yeah, welcome guys to this live stream. If you're on this live stream, let me know where you're tuning in from, and submit a question if you have any questions about learning HTML5, CSS3. I want to thank you so much for joining this live stream, and yeah, make sure you submit a question if you're interested in learning how to use Visual Studio Code for code editing, to learn the code. So yeah. So do you know how to use a code editor like Visual Studio Code, or you use different ones? So let me know what you use, and then we'll take it from there. Yes. Who else? Anybody have a question or comments or related to learning how to use a code editor? Let me know if you have any questions. So I wanna let me turn this off. Yeah, make sure you can hear me because sometimes the setting it changes. Who is? Who is? Yeah, guys, let me know if you're where you're tuning in from and you if you have any questions, so I can help you. I'm talking about web page coding using HTML5, CSS3. So you're interested in learning how to use a code editor, let me know. Submit your questions in a comment box, and so I can answer you. I am live now, and this is your a good opportunity to get a quick answer right away if you're trying to learn HTML5, CSS3. So yeah, I want to welcome you to this live stream. I hope you can hear me well, and if you have any questions, submit it in a comment because I can answer you right away instead of sending emails or and anyone else have any questions or about using the Visual Studio Code. So yeah, Visual Studio Code is not that difficult, but uh, you can use it for different coding and different programming languages. And myself, I use it for HTML5, CSS3, and little bit of JavaScript. And I start using a Python, but I want to wait until I gain good knowledge when it comes to JavaScript because it's gonna be confusing when you learn two languages at the same time, two coding languages. So these are codes. They're not difficult to learn. Coding a web page, it's not like the hard programming like the C programming. Those are programming language. I find them difficult myself. I find the coding is much easier when you use codes to make a web page or edit a web page. This is called web development. When you start with web development, it's much easier than software engineering or programming, because my background is in engineering and telecom experience, but I'm not a programmer. But I want to level up my knowledge and skills when it comes to technical skills. So this is why I'm learning those and making those videos, and I want to help you too. So if you're on this live stream, I want to thank you so much for joining. I value your time, and if you share your topics, I can discuss it now if it's related to HTML5, CSS3, or coding, how to get started with making a website, and what do you need. We can talk about this too. So if you have any questions or any topics related to coding, let me know. Yeah, I can add a note. Maybe we can talk about Visual Studio Code. I forgot to mention it in that chat box. Let me hear. Yeah. Ask questions about VS about VS Code. VS Code. All right. So I added this statement, ask questions about VS codes. Yeah. So if you have any questions, let me know. And who else? Oh, anyone else have a question or topics you want to learn about how to get started with HTML5, CSS3? Let me know if you're interested in learning that or you already know it. If you already know it, let us know where to use it, how to use it, what are your challenges. Maybe we can discuss it together. This is a two-way conversation. So if you have any question, ask me, let me know. So I just added this statement, ask questions about VS Code. VS Code is a visual code editor. You can use it to create codes, to edit codes, to delete codes, and make changes. So you have to have it to work with web pages using HTML5, CSS3, and JavaScript. So this is how you edit your codes. Every software you want to change, it has some kind of another software that do the editing. And this is the case in Visual Studio Code. So yeah, if you're on this live stream, let me know and submit your questions. Are you learning how to code? Do you know how to use HTML5, CSS3? Are you trying to make a web page or a website? What are you trying to do? I want to help you and answer some of your questions if you're getting stuck. So let me know. Let me know so I can help you. Yeah, so it's a good skill to have. Learning HTML5, CSS3 is a great skills to have. So basically you're getting into the web development. You're not getting into the real difficult programming. I find it easy to learn web development if you have interest on it. Some people don't have interest in it. So yeah. So let me know if you have any interest in learning it, and so maybe it's better this way because the light is shining in my eyes. So questions, comments, let me know. So if you have interest in using Visual Studio Code, let me know. So Nobody have any question about what we're talking about? We're talking how to learn HTML5, CSS3, and the code I use is Visual Studio Code. So if you have any questions about Visual Studio Code, let me know, and I will answer you. I'll try my best to answer you. Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for joining this live stream. Do you have any questions about learning how to use HTML5, CSS3? Let me know if you have any questions. So, so I can answer you now on this live stream. Anyone have a question about Visual Studio Code or how to learn, get started? Let me know. Or so I can help you on this live stream. Questions, comments, topics you want to discuss, let me know what you're interested in so I can help you. Yeah, so yes, any questions? Yeah, we're talking about how to learn HTML5, CSS3, and the code editor, Visual Studio Code. This is my favorite. So let me know. So, I wonder where people are tuning in from. So, Hello, Neuro Link. Thank you for joining. How can I help you? Anybody have a question? Do you have any question about coding, learning how to code the Neuro Link? Where are you tuning in from? Are you in the US or overseas? What country are you tuning in from or what state? Let me know. And yeah, guys, welcome to this live stream. Let me know if you have any question. This is a two-way conversation. It's not a one-way. I'm making those videos to help you because I already know this. I am in Austria. Oh, Austria, that's in Europe, in Eastern Europe. Okay, welcome. Thank you for joining. How can I help you, Neurolink? Do you have any questions or you have any information you like to share about coding, about learning HTML5, CSS3, and using Visual Studio Code? This is what we are talking about in this video. So let me know if you have any question or I mean you might be familiar with coding and stuff. So I don't know because some people are already web developers and they know what to. I am in Austria. Yeah. Who else? Anyone have a question? Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I wanna grow it, and I need your help. And I wanna help you, like answer questions and help you with what I'm learning. And I'll just share what I'm learning, and we'll take it from there. Yeah. So, Neuralink, I think I'm familiar with your name. Are you a subscriber? If you didn't subscribe, let's subscribe to the channel. If you did not subscribe yet. I need your help in growing that channel. So, make sure you subscribe if you're interested in this kind of content and topics. On this channel, I talk about software and software as a service. I use myself outside my main job. I am in the telecom industry. I am a telecom engineer. So I don't talk about the telecom software I use. So, but I'm trying to learn web development and started. I started the last couple years, and I share what I'm learning, and I want to help you if you're starting new. Okay, yes, I have subscribed to the channel. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I think your name rings a bell. So yeah, thank you. Yeah. Anyone else have a question or about learning how to use HTML5, CSS3, how to learn them, and how to use the Visual Studio Code? This is a code editor that most developers prefer it. It's a great software. It runs on Mac, Linux, and Windows. Oh, okay. You are an app developer. Okay, so like mobile app developer or desktop, or what kind of app developers are you, and what language do you use? Yeah, so yeah, it will be great if yeah. Neuralink, are you interested in having an interview on my website because I'm looking for someone, I mean, for uh, app developers, software developers to, oh, C++. Okay. Do you do game programming? Oh, that's very difficult language, C++. You're getting close to the hardware. Yeah, that's very difficult. Yeah. Yeah. If you're interested in having an interview on this channel, like a live, we can talk about oh, you are interested? Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll set up because I can invite someone and we can Yeah, let me write your username down, and then maybe I'll send you a message. Neuro link. Yeah, it will be great because we can talk, because I don't have any experience or knowledge when it comes to C and C++, but I know they're difficult. They're close to the hardware, and you can use them for game programming. It will be great if we can have, an interview. This way we can enlighten people, help people to understand, more about them. So yeah, would you be in? What time is good for you? Would you be interested in on a weekend or weekdays in the evening? I don't know what time. What time is it now in Austria? Your time? It's 1 p.m. my time now. So yeah, anyone else have a questions or yeah, I have to see how to invite somebody. I know you can all right. It's a 20:04, so basically there's 7 hours between us and Austria. 7 hours, yeah. What time is good for you? What time, like, is it on a weekend or in the evening? Or, I mean, on a weekend we can adjust it more on a weekend, but during the week I'll be at my full-time job from 8 to 5, so it may not work out for you. So, do you want to do it next Saturday or Sunday, maybe? So, and Eurolink, yeah. Who else have any questions? Let me know if you have any questions or comments, or you want to share your knowledge about software development or web coding or. Okay, I have to see when it's good. Okay, let's communicate. Let me know when is a good time for you on a weekend. Maybe we'll do it on a weekend next Saturday, on Sunday. Weekdays, it's not gonna work weekdays because it's way off the timing. Because I'll be at work, and once I get home, it's gonna be after midnight your time. Yeah. Let me know. I don't know how we can communicate here. Uh, maybe. Um, do you want my email? And you can send me an email. Maybe I can add my email here. I use Visual Studio. Okay. Visual Studio Code is an upgrade, and it has, I think, part of it is Visual Studio Code, which is free. But this one is not free. Yeah, yeah. Visual Studio. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Neuralink. I have my email. You can contact me if you go to my YouTube channel, and you go to the about page, and you can email me from there. My email will be there, so you can email me from. I don't have to add it in the chat box. You can email me from my about page. I'm sure you know how to do it. If you go to my about and then email me. So when you're interested to have the joint interview, so yeah, it has to be on a weekend. Yes. Okay. Good. Yeah. Yeah, and I want to prepare to what to ask. So. Anyone else? Who else is on this live stream? I want to welcome you and thank you so much for joining. Every person is very important to me, whether there's one person or more on this live stream. I'm very thankful, and if you are on a future replay, I want to thank you so much too. Make sure you submit a comment or a question so we can have a two-way conversation instead of one-way. Uh, Again, my name is George Shamon. I'm coming to you live from the U.S. state of South Dakota. It's about 1 afternoon now on this Sunday, December 2024, December 29th, 2024. So if you have any questions, submit it and I will try to help you. If I can't help you, then I'm gonna tell you I don't know much because I'm not an expert programmer. I know how to use Visual Studio Code. I know how to use HTML5, CSS3, and some JavaScript. I'm still dabbling with the JavaScript. It's difficult. So, yeah. Anyone else have a question or anyone else questions, comments? It sounds like not a lot of people are interested in HTML5, CSS3. Maybe they're interested more in making the website using website builders or templates. So anyone else questions, comments, topics you wanted to discuss? Uh, Obviously, if I know how to about the topic, if I don't know, then I'll have to ask or refer you to the right resources. Yeah, people are tuning in and out quickly, but they're not adding a comments. It looks like they're not interested in a topic. I may have to do another live with different topic, maybe making a website using a website builder or template or oh, I've been going for 45 minutes. Wow. All right. Okay, I may have to do another live after this one, maybe later on this evening about using a website builder or a web hosting for new users. somebody is starting new. Right. Any questions or comments? All right. Okay. It looks like there is not a lot of people available today for this live, and I don't see anybody coming in and asking questions. So I have to wrap it up, and then I'll make another one later on, maybe about a different topic, maybe about Visual Studio Code uh, or another software I use. So yeah, with that said, I want to end it here, and I will see you guys in the next video. I will have probably another live this tonight, maybe, but it's going to be about different topics, but it's going to be related to software and software as a service. It's about this kind of technology, the one I use, obviously. So if you have any question, let me know. I'll hang out for a few minutes before I wrap up the video because I don't see anybody submitting questions. So I'm thinking of wrapping up the video and making another live this evening with a different topic. Maybe people will be interested in it. So yeah, okay. So I'm gonna wrap it up, and I'll make another live. If you're on this live stream now, or you will be on the future replay, you can still submit a question, and I will try my best to answer you. Thank you so much for being on this video. See you in the next video. Thank you.